She's definitely asleep. I can hear her snoring.
You would say that.
What does that mean?
You're taking Dad's side.
I just said she snores. How is that taking Dad's side?
It just is. Look, I see how things are going. They're gonna split us up. Boys on one side, girls on the other.
They are not. We're both going with Mom.
I don't know.
We are. Do you see us surviving with Dad in charge?
Good point. This is all your fault, by the way.
What is?
The divorce, idiot. What the heck do you think we're talking about?
I know what we're talking about.
It's your fault they're getting divorced.
No, it's not.
Think about it. Remember that time you made them that anniversary dinner? Your beef stroganoff? You remember that?
Yes, I remember that.
Your beef stroganoff? Dad had to get his stomach pumped.
That brought them closer together. The pain.
He was never the same after that.
Oh, come on.
He wasn't. You know it's true. He used to, like, run places and jump up and down. And after that night, he was a broken man because of your stroganoff.
He was on a downward spiral before my dinner.
Well, you pushed him over the edge.
No, it wasn't. He was your Valentine's Day card from the year before. You remember that? That's what poisons I love.
You're the one to talk about poison, you stroganoff murderer.
Happy Valentine's Day, Mom. P.S. If I don't get what I want for my birthday, I can make life very difficult for you.
So,
That's a threat. You were threatening Mom.
I don't see what that has to do with breaking them up.
Because it destroyed Mom's fantasy that she had nice kids.
If anything, that would push Mom and Dad closer together because they would have to provide a united front against us.
But it didn't.
And I think she was quite aware of the fact that we weren't nice kids after babysitting events numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
None of those were my fault.
All of those were your faults.
I can't help it if Dad hires dangerous criminals to babysit us.
They weren't dangerous criminals, they were normal high school kids.
I didn't know that. They were probably just waiting until I was unconscious.
How are Mom and Dad supposed to go on dates if you keep dialing 911 every time you get a babysitter?
It was an emergency.
No, it wasn't. They couldn't have a single nice dinner because the police were always storming in our house and hauling away babysitters.
I stand by those actions. Those babysitters were sketchy. What about your presentation to Mom?
That wasn't a presentation. I had to write a persuasive paper for school, moron. You know that. If you actually spent your time doing work for classes, which is probably what split Mom and Dad up, they're ashamed of your failures and are trying to escape. You'll probably be sent to an orphanage for underachievers.
There's no orphanage for underachievers.
I'm pretty sure there is one. And when kids fail so much and parents pretend they're not related, how are Mom and Dad supposed to live their lives through us if you fail so much?
You did the presentation
It was a persuasive paper!
on how Mom could do better than Dad.
I had to be persuasive!
Well, I guess you were successful then, weren't you?
How would you know? You've never been successful at anything your whole life.
Well, you were successful at breaking up our parents.
I was just trying for an upgrade at father, that's all.
How is this not your fault then?
What about the time you sent Dad on a blind date with the choir teacher?
She's nice.
So's Mom.
What about that time you called and pretended to be Dad's other wife?
You presented evidence for me, Mom, for white-collar crime.
I hope you're happy.
I hope you're happy.
I'm not.
Neither am I. You know, I mean, this might be both of our faults.
Yeah, a little bit.
Maybe we shouldn't have done those things.
I probably shouldn't have called the police all those times.
And I shouldn't have told Mom that Dad had 4 different wives in 4 different countries.
And I shouldn't have suggested that Mom had changed her identity and was a wanted fugitive in Guatemala.
That probably put a strain on their marriage.
It couldn't have been easy to raise us.
Not their fault we turned out so lousy.
Oh, well, it probably is.
That's true.
I feel bad.
Me too.
Maybe we should try and get them back together.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I could tell Dad I met up the other wives.
And I could admit that I planted the evidence.
Yeah.
You think that's enough?
No.
Oh, I know. What if we wrote them a song?
What?
Like a Love is Good song. And we sang it to them and it inspired them to get back together. Ooh, I know. What if we changed the lyrics to If You Like Pina Colada song?
What song?
The Pina Colada song. The Pina Colada song, you idiot.
I don't know any pina colada
pina colada. Get caught in the
It sounds horrible!
How when the guy sings it?
Why would that matter?
Because it's about going on a blind date. And they both go on a blind date, and it turns out they're going on a blind date with each other. Surprise!
Now you heard the song for me.
You've heard it before.
Oh, so you're in my brain now. You know what I've heard and what I haven't heard? I didn't realize you shrank to the size of an ant and were living inside my ear!
I hate you!
I hate you more!
Stop! We have to work together here.
I don't know what I can do with.
Try. Forget the pina colada song.
Good. It sounds horrible, and you ruined it.
Do something else.
I could make them a don't get divorced card with no threats in it at all.
I could cook dinner.
No!
You're probably right.
Or promise we won't have kids.
That's it.
Mom, Dad, from now on, we'll stop trying to ruin your marriage.
I will try in school.
We'll be so happy if you stay together.
Yeah.
That's it. I love you, Chad.
I love you, Rachel.
Oh, and also, we say, I promise you, if you get divorced, we'll be so much worse.
Oh, that's good.
Yay!